All right, this might be a hot take, but I'm a firm believer that 95% of the motivation for working out literally just comes from looking fucking sick while you're doing it. Like just getting a sick pump in front of the mirror, in front of the whole dumbbell rack, the whole rack of mirrors. You're like loaded up on carbs. You got a bunch of pre-workout in your system. The lighting's hitting just right. And you're sitting there like curling, and it's like you imagine that everyone's looking at you. No one's really looking at you, but you're just like in the zone. You're listening to My Own Summer, Shove It by Deftones. Like just that pinnacle of all these things coming together right there. That is the reason why working out is so fun. Now, don't get me wrong. Most of the time I go to the gym, the pump's mid. Maybe it's a leg day. It's like the pump doesn't even exist. Who gives a fuck about a leg pump? But I'm still showing up 6 days a week. For the past 8 years, I've been consistent, and I have not slacked off, even in times where I'm like, my physique's not really there. I don't even really take the pump cover off. I'm still showing up. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not just about the pump. It's about making a change and bettering yourself. But fuck, man, the pump is like, I just love looking sick while I'm working out. Like, it's the coolest thing. And before all the righteous people come in here and they're like, you should only be doing it for yourself, you shouldn't be doing it for vanity reasons. I am doing it for myself. I like looking at myself when I have a sick pump. Before go in here and be like, you should have never worry about, it's all about the mental. Put on My Own Summer, Shove It by Deftones. Take a shit ton of carbs before you work out. And then go start go curl in front of the squat rack in perfect lighting and tell me that's not like the best thing ever. All right, like come on, let's call it what it is. And I do have a point. I'm getting somewhere with this. Don't worry. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you don't have a good physique yet, and you don't really have the motivation to work out, if you can just push through like the first year or so of just like developing a really good physique and an impressive physique, something that you're proud of, if once you get to that point, it's locks. Like you're not gonna stop going to the gym. Once you get a good physique and you see what it feels like to look at yourself while working out and look fucking dope while you're doing it, you're not gonna quit the gym because you're always gonna have that thought in the back of your head, like man, that one day when I was hitting chest flies, listening to Limp Bizkit with a cutoff on, like you're not gonna want to let go of that. Once you've experienced that, it's an addiction. There's no going back, bro. So if you haven't hit that point yet and you're losing motivation in the gym, please, I'm begging you, just stick with it for a little bit longer and you're going to get hooked. You just need to experience a sick pump and then you're good. You're never going to lose motivation again. I promise you.